What is going on, my Shire? My name is Ken, also known as Wiltshire, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy X International version Let's Play. In the last episode, we saw the aftermath of Sin's power, and we continued on to the Djose High Road, and here we are now. So, let's move on a little bit, and to this fork of the road, and there should be a little bit of a cutscene here, and I'll be quiet for a little bit of it.
Hey, how much longer till
Quite long wait, Ty, to stop being impatient.
First down the moonflow to the Guado city of Guadosalam. Then we cross the Thunder Plains to the Temple of Makalania.
Oh, boy.
And before that, we get to pray at the temple in Djose.
Which means a new Aeon.
We can't just skip all that, can we?
Nope, not really.
I have to pray to the faith in every temple in order to earn the final Aeon.
There you go.
That's a summoner's training. She's got to prepare mind and body, all just to get ready for the final summoning.
Must be tough, Yuna.
I'll be fine with you here.
What always bothered me was that they left like the world's hope, like the summoners of the world's hope, and they left it up to like 7 guardians. Wouldn't they like have like 100 people just guarding one person if it really mattered that much?
Hey, new guy.
What's up, Orin? What's going on?
What can I do for you, boss?
Don't tell Yuna you know about Sin and Jekt.
Huh?
You know her. She would distance herself from you.
Good point. Good point.
We do not want that.
I see. I think. Yeah, but even if I did say something, no one believed me, you know?
Yuna would.
Oh, she would. Definitely would.
You have a point. Come to think of it, did I really have to know about Jekt? What about my feelings?
Better than you finding out at a critical moment, becoming emotional.
What? Me? Emotional?
I heard you were quite the crybaby.
Yeah, maybe when I was a kid. Maybe even a little now. Just a little. Hey, I still don't buy your story, you hear?
Alright, so we're approaching Djose Temple, and I'm gonna have to say this is actually one of the coolest looking temples in the whole game. And it's quite cool looking, actually. Earthquake! Oh my god! Oh, Elma, Lucille, and Clasco are here. What are you guys doing?
Yuna, it is good to see you and your companions are well.
Yourselves as well, Captain. We were worried. Praise be to Yevon.
We escaped with our lives, but our troops were decimated.
No kidding, I think you guys are the only ones that survived.
This one made it. We make pretty poor chocobo-mounted forces without chocobos.
We turned our backs on the teachings and cast away our faith. This is our just reward.
Well, you guys' operation was quite dumb from the beginning, to say the least. It wasn't gonna work. Facing Sin on hand-to-hand combat doesn't always work. I actually got really confused here when I was a little kid because I was always waiting for something to happen, like what's gonna happen? Something shaking. No, but you actually have to walk forward. And this is what makes this temple so cool. This is my favorite temple. That, right there.
Awesome.
Yep, definitely Titus. That's pretty cool. I don't know the physics behind rocks levitating with electricity, but cool. I don't care.
Mushroom rock. It only opens when a summoner is addressing the faith.
Oh, great. So that means someone beat us.
Already in there.
Yeah.
Another summoner?
What if it's Donna?
We have to hurry.
I like how Yuna's like, oh, hell no. We can't let the world's fate be in Donna and Bartello's hand. They're just complete dickholes. Alright, we got some 4,000 gil. That's quite a bit of money to work with, actually. And I don't think there's a treasure chest over here, so let's go inside the shop here. And, ooh, there's a treasure chest right here. Hey, the wounded are fighting to stay in this world. We've done all we can. They must not be disturbed. I want the treasure chests. No. What about the other side? I want the treasure chest. Hey, is that Luzu? It is Luzu. Huh. I guess he's either unconscious or dead. I'm not sure. Well, we'll leave him there, I guess. What do you have to sell me? I'm sorry, but our beds are all taken by the wounded. You can stay if you don't mind sleeping on the floor. Well, I don't need to rest. That's honestly kind of pointless because there's a save point outside, but whatever. So, let's have a look here. Magic +5, we definitely need that for Lulu, and we need that for Orin. There's nothing good for shields here, so I think we're done here. Not too much in the store, it's rather boring in there, but oh wait, I just about forgot to talk to Gata. Didn't see him behind the bush there.
Where is he?
I found him. He was torn in half.
Wait. Wait a minute. Didn't I just saw him. He was not torn in half, was he?
What do I do now?
No, I don't think he was.
I can't do this.
Or was he?
I'm going back to Besaid.
Yeah. Well then. I actually want to go check. I never really paid a close attention to that. I don't think he's torn in half. Is he torn in half? No, his legs are there, and he has a torso and hands and whatnot. Yeah, he's not torn in half. The game lied to me. Liar. Anyway, Gata seems to be in quite an emotional... He seems to be an emotional wreck, obviously, but he's experienced some horrific things, so I don't blame him for the way he is right now. What do you have to say, Orin?
So you're a champion of Yevon now, Braska?
Are you jealous, Orin?
So you're...
Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you twice. Just in time. Looks like the other summoner just finished.
I beg your pardon, but may I ask your name?
No, I'm not giving you your name. Oh, don't give him your name. Well, that was a different prey. That was odd. Normally it's like a spear shape, but she did like a triangle.
You have the look of your father.
Different.
My father? You knew him?
No.
Kumar's like, I don't like this guy. Back off.
My apologies.
Don't hit on her.
I am a summoner, like you.
I'm Bussy. Pleased to meet you.
He's actually one of his guardians.
I'm Maroda.
And so is he.
I'm guarding my big brother here.
Since I was a child, I've always looked up to Lord Braska. I wished I would someday become a high
See, now
summoner
that
like
summoner's
he
got it
was.
going on. He's got a giant ass
You must
sword
have
instead of a
some your
freaking
father's
staff.
talent in you.
That guy probably could deal some
Believe you
damage.
might someday defeat sin.
I'm not really. I've only
More
just
self-confidence,
become a
Yuna. More
summoner.
self-confidence. You
Of
can
course,
do it.
I have no intention of losing either. So perhaps we should race to see.
Oh, we're gonna
who
beat
defeats
you.
sin first.
Big time.
Very well then. I accept your challenge.
Isaru.
Yuna, I beg your leave. Good luck to both of us.
Yes.
Go on, get out of here. I want to do the cloister of trials as fast as possible so I don't have to deal with the pain. Before I go into the cloister of trials, actually, I'm going to collect the treasure chests that are scattered about the temple. So that one contains an ether. Now, what was rather interesting is before this episode, I went to go back because I thought I forgot Titus's weapon, variable steel. But it turns out that the international version is somewhat set up differently, where the variable steel isn't present in this game for some reason. Or either that I sold it, I'm not sure. And this treasure chest contains a remedy. Is he dead? Yevon's blessing has saved many crusaders from sin's onslaught. Yes, they may have disobeyed the teachings, but we cannot turn our backs on them. And what do you have to say? The captain saved my life and got hurt. I'm so worthless. Well, nice. Yeah. It's still breathing, so that one's good. How about you? My chocobo. Oh, chocobo. You're worried about your chocobo. I'd be worried more about myself surviving than a giant bird. And this monkey's kind of running in place. Not anymore. Rest in peace. Why is there a dead body on the ground in the corner that nobody seems to be attending to or disposing in a proper manner? They're just leaving it there to rot. They're not even giving them a proper burial, for God's sake. Jesus. Get your shit together, people. That's disgraceful. Alright, what is in this treasure chest? A Mega Phoenix. Ooh. Now, a Mega Phoenix will heal all party members on the field that are dead. So, say if I have 2 party members that are dead on the field, it'll heal both of them in one turn. So that's a really good item, actually. We're all out of healing potions, even so more wounded are being brought here. Well, if you need some of mine, well, I just took a Mega Phoenix from you guys. I'm sorry. You probably could use that on a few dead people. Wait, why don't they use them on dead people? Why don't you just get like a giant like pile of people and use the Mega Phoenix? I don't understand. Game logic.
You.
What's up, Isaro?
Me?
You are Yuna's guardian.
Yes, I am.
Moroda's
Why do you ask?
Curious rumor. I thought you should know.
Oh, well then. What is
Heard
this?
it from those crusaders. Seems that summoners have been going out on pilgrimage and just
Well, that's
disappearing.
just interesting.
It could just be the fiends got them.
Well, they must be pretty
Not
weak
so
if the
many,
fiends
so
got them, like
quickly.
honestly.
Sorry I don't know more, but watch your back. Ain't much future for a guardian without a summoner, eh?
Well, thanks for the advice, but
What? What y'all talking about?
We're talking about doing your job as a guardian.
little children, annoying as they can be.
I'm doing good. Right, big brother?
I bet you inflict 1 damage during battle.
Please be careful.
You're weaker than Yuna.
Will do.
Alright, well, with that said,
Oh, what?
I guess we're gonna head into the Cloister of Trials.
Be right there.
And I don't know how anybody's not getting electrocuted by these giant floating balls of electricity above their heads, but hey, it's game logic. Again, yes, I'm not really prepared, but we're gonna do this anyway. I'm just gonna wing it. Oh, no texture to be rendered there, I guess. Just giant blue,
Guardians, at attention.
blue shade there. All right.
We are ready.
All right, let's do it.
Good pep talk. Good pep talk. All right, so I never really got a point to this room, really, because why would they just make me take 2 spears and put it in a door just to advance on? That's kind of pointless, and it seems like more of a time waster than anything. Like filler? I don't know. Maybe it's just to piss me off even more. Alright, so here's where the fun begins. Alright, so the very first step, what we want to do is we want to take both of these spears in here, and what we want to do is we want to place them on the wall over to the right. Now, don't be afraid that one of the symbols on the floor is no longer lit, because we'll be putting the spears back in that area, so don't worry about it. So just place it over here on the right, and we'll grab the other spear and do the same with it. Now, once we put this in here, the pedestal above us will actually become charged. Now what we want to do is we want to take the other pedestal with the spear sitting on top of it and push it underneath that pedestal. Now what this will do is it'll supercharge this Djose spear, and this is a very important spear to use. There we go. Now with the supercharge, I can't get that, so we're actually going to reset the pedestal. It took me forever to figure that out when I was like 10 years old. So what we're going to do now with the pedestal reset is take the supercharged Djose spear, and we're going to put it in the slot where the door is. Now this will actually open up the door and will allow us access into the next room. Now what we have to do is we have to put the 2 spears that I put in the wall to make this pedestal charged. We have to put that in the pedestal itself so we can push the pedestal in that room. Now if you see the lightning bolts at the front room, actually I'll go in the room. If you see this, if you push the pedestal into those lightning bolts, you can actually make the pedestal float. But if you don't have the spears in there, it just falls into endless oblivion, and you have to reset the pedestal by touching the glowing thing on the ground. I'm not really quite sure what to call that. So once I put the second spear in the pedestal, I'm going to push the pedestal in that room, and it should begin to hover so I can get to the other spear on the other side. Now again, I was probably really, really dumb as a child, and I never figured this out. I always got my sister to do this for me. Alright. So it took me forever to figure out also how to jump. You have to press the, I believe, the action button. No, come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, you have to press the action button to get on there. And then we have to push the pedestal here into the wall, and it will light up the eyeball for us. Now we no longer need the pedestal, and we can reset the pedestal and take the spears out and light up the symbols on the floor with it. So we're done here with that. This is actually one of the easier temples to do. They get more harder as the game progresses, and I'm not really looking forward to the next 2, to be honest. I really hate the next 2. Pretty much with a blind passion, actually. So, once we're done here, what we want to do is, not many people figure this out, is that you want to take the 2 spears that are left over, go back into the very first room that we came in, and you want to put these spears back into the wall here. And this will light up the wings on the symbol on the floor. And then, once we take the spears here, it will create a platform that will rise into the next floor of the temple. And that is where the destruction spear comes into play. So let's go ahead and place this in the other side, on the left side of the wall here. And there we go. That's the first phase of the temple done. And apparently that pedestal just disappears. Cool. I actually never noticed that. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump on here and go up to the next floor of the temple. Now this was another part that I never figured out as a child, that I didn't know that you could push the pedestals into the wall. It'd be nice if it actually had like an action button on the screen saying press so-and-so button to push, but nope, the game actually doesn't do that for you. Good old games and making you figure out the controller scheme for yourself. I actually kind of miss that in games nowadays, because most games just tell you the controller scheme right off the bat. They don't actually like just throw you in, kind of like I guess Mega Man did, the old Mega Man games. They kind of just threw you in and just, you know, made you learn from your mistakes with the controller scheme. It was actually, I kind of really missed that, to be honest. Alright, now once you push these in, you can actually finish the dungeon if you want by walking up the stairs, but if you do so, you'll miss out on the destruction spear and the key item that we get from opening that treasure chest. Now, you want to go back downstairs and there'll be a glowing glyph on the wall and you want to touch this. A lot of people miss this part, and this will reveal the room with the destruction spear in a pedestal. Now what you want to do is you want to take the destruction spear, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. No, I do not want to put that in there. And what you want to do is you want to go back upstairs with the destruction spear in hand, and you want to put the destruction spear in the pedestal that is powering the stairway. You want to put it in the other side right here. And this will reveal the area with the treasure chest. Now I'm going to have to explain to the monk why there's a giant gaping hole in his wall of his temple. I'm sorry. Alright, so we got a magic spear, and that is that for this Cloister of Trials. But before I move on, guys, I'm going to end the episode off here. I'm going to leave it on a little bit of a cliffhanger. And if you guys really like this video, don't forget to leave it a like. If you guys really like me, don't forget to subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. See you guys.